let's just do a serious video today. It's not gonna be that funny, but I hope you enjoy it. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Goose. How you doing? I'm awake. I just woke up, bed hair and all that. It's gonna be a pretty different video from what I do. It's not a terribly sad video or anything like that. But I guess you can categorize this video as drama video, maybe. I don't know. I don't really have beef with anyone, so I ain't got drama with anyone. But this video is about just YouTubers in general, not YouTube. YouTube itself is a different entity. YouTubers, the people within YouTube, just the worst. Now I love there are a ton of YouTubers that I love, absolutely adore, and they seem like great people, and I would love to work with them someday. Some of them at least. And then there are the others who really know how to ride hard on their gimmick and their success. You know, it's just so strange how I've seen YouTube evolve for the past 10 years that I've been a part of YouTube. I just started a YouTube channel last year, like I've been around for that year, you might think, but I've been watching YouTube videos since 2006, 2007, watching a lot of YouTube poops, watching a lot of drama videos and whatnot. And I've seen YouTube has evolved from vlogging to gaming to pranks to drama. All these formats that I've talked about in my previous channel and how easy it is to make these kinds of content. It's so easy to talk shit about a YouTuber. It's so easy to make stupid prank videos. It's so easy to make gaming videos, really. There's almost no effort to put into reaction videos. There's just vlogging, as long as you're handsome and interesting. Nah, not even interesting. As long as you're handsome and appealing, I think you have what it takes to be a professional vlogger. At any rate, I'm really not a big fan of YouTubers anymore. I'm starting to see the underbelly of what lies within the YouTube universe and just how shitty it all is, Regardless of the whole drama thing that's been going on, involving all these big names you've heard of, Grade A, Under A, Leafy is here, Keemstar. Regardless of what you think, they're all just shitty people, honestly. They all have their own sins, they have their own problems, they have big egos that they don't want to let die. And you might see this as me talking shit about them. I just call it as I see it, man. I don't care. You could call me out on being a shitty person, you could call me a hypocrite for saying the N-word once too, and saying faggot sometimes also. I don't really care. It's just, the point I'm making is that everybody's a backstabber. Everybody loves to take advantage of this drama shit because it's super easy and it's super appealing and everybody loves it. It gets tons of views. Regardless of what you think Keemstar is. He's a piece of shit, or if you're a big fan of him. Regardless of what you think, he made everyone realize that drama is so delectable and so viewer worthy. And then afterwards it just devolved from there. Everybody and their grandmother is now starting to make a video about Keemstar, even myself. This isn't really about Keemstar, but I'm mentioning him, so it's a Keemstar video. But other than the whole drama thing, I'm starting to see like all these YouTubers that I'm subscribed to, just how they take advantage of the algorithm too. Not with the whole, clickbait stuff. Clickbait is necessary. It is a necessary evil, honestly. All of you can complain about clickbait and stuff, but I've gotten most of my views just because I put anime titties on one of my videos. That thing has 5,000 views. Nobody, and I mean nobody, came to that video because they honestly were genuinely curious about how funny I am. They just wanted to see the anime titties. Same with the whole Mighty Number 9 thing. 10,000 views as I'm recording this. All those 10,000 views were just either people who really wanted to hate on my opinions, like before they even watched the video. I swear to you, I know there are people out there who only watched 2 minutes of that video and immediately knew they hate me, so they're gonna post a comment. Or there's just a bunch of people just trying to look for trouble, honestly. See, that's the way YouTube works. You have to manipulate people in order to have them like you or to even watch your things. And as shitty as that sounds, it's just the truth. I'm sure a lot of you clicked on this video just because you thought I was gonna talk shit about YouTubers. Not really. I mean, there's a lot of YouTube Let's Players, and I wanted to be a Let's Player, and then I started to notice, you know, Let's Plays are actually on the decline. People who do Let's Plays, even very famous people like PewDiePie, that's one of their all-time low selling points, you know? There's a reason why PewDiePie just doesn't do playthroughs anymore, or like not as much anymore. It's not that profitable. Not many people stick around for a 10-part series of him playing Inside. Also, the other thing about Let's Players is that they realize that they need to appeal to the children, and you know, I wish I could do that too, but honestly I don't know what child humor is. If child humor is me being like Jacksepticeye saying stuff like this,
yeah, I sniff my poopy butt,
then fuck off. I'm not gonna do that, really. I mean, Jacksepticeye he seems like a swell man. He looks like the nicest man on the planet Earth. Really, salt of the earth, greatest man ever. But I'm not into that humor. I'm never going to get into that humor, and I'm not gonna sacrifice my own fucking brain cells just to get into that humor. I can't. I absolutely cannot. And I know that's going to mean that my channel is gonna rise slow as fuck. But at least it's gonna rise slow as fuck to the things that I enjoy. I've always based my YouTube channel on what I enjoy and what I think is funny. So if that means that I'm gonna get a niche amount of fans, then okay, that means I'm going to get a niche amount of fans. That's fine. I don't care. If that, you know, like, I'm not saying I don't want kid fans. I know I have a ton of kid fans, you know, that's fine. That's great. That's amazing. Nobody should ever make fun of each other because their fans are, the majority of their fans at least, are kids. Nobody should fucking even make that fucking insult. I've been seeing that insult thrown around during the whole drama thing. That insult that your fans are kids, so therefore your opinions are invalid. That's such a shitty fucking insult. Dude, all of our fans, the majority of them, are either kids or teenagers, or people in their early 20s, because they got fucking time. You really think we all got sophisticated 30, 40-year-olds like watching our shit? No, of course not. It's never been that way. YouTube has always been the one place where kids come back from school and watch Game Grumps or watch somebody else. Just like spend an hour watching YouTube. Most of us don't even have a fucking hour to spare. Sometimes we only have 4 minutes. Shit, most 30-year-olds probably don't even watch YouTube. Even the ones that do YouTube don't even watch YouTube. So it's so strange that you would insult someone just because they have kid fans, you know? But I understand why that's such a weird little taboo. It's because, oh, you have kid fans? Why should I take you seriously? You make kid content. Not really. It's just, those are the only ones available for me, man. Those are the only fans I've got. It just so happens that I have a lot of kid fans. I'm sure you do too, you know? At any rate, YouTubers are strange people. There's always like, you know what I think of YouTubers as? I think of them as wrestlers. And that's such a weird analogy, but please hear me out. YouTubers have always been backstabbing each other since fucking 2008, when vloggers really took off, you know, when that shit was just fucking high up into the roof, you know. They've been backstabbing each other since that fucking year. And just like in wrestling, they make alliances, they backstab each other, they meet each other backstage and hate each other. They may look like they love each other on screen, but they hate each other in real life. Or they may hate each other on screen, but they love each other in real life. People make up these personas that aren't real. Some people look like they're shitty people in real life because of their videos, or they look like the nicest people in the world because of their videos, but in reality they're the complete opposite. It's just all of these things. You have to act like a fake person on YouTube to be successful. Sometimes that's not the case. Of course, that's not always the case. Some people are genuinely incredible and just the nicest people and the most earnest people in the world, and they just happen to be successful on YouTube. People change. People change their personas in order to become, you know, relevant. Relevancy in YouTube is fleeting. The fact that PewDiePie has been #1 for so long and continues to rise is just, regardless of what you think, the man's a genius when it comes to YouTube. He knows what people likes. He knows what people hates. You know, he knows his audience, and he knows that they're evolving and they're growing up. So he grows up with their taste while also retaining his old audience by evolving his humor. Not many people can do that. I know a ton of YouTubers that were famous back in 2009 or 10. They are gone. You look at their channels now, they are fucking dead. Not really dead, but their channel is just an abandoned wasteland with the whole tumbling weed and all that stuff. It's scary. It's fucking scary. And recently, not many people have talked about it, but recently YouTube, I'm sure a lot of people actually talked about it, I haven't just been paying attention, but recently YouTube has removed a ton of subscribers that have been inactive on their YouTube accounts, and now they're just gone. Fucking PewDiePie lost over 200,000 subscribers. I lost 50 subscribers. That shit is scary, to see all your work just cut by 10%. It's just scary as hell, and that could just happen someday. Some of these YouTubers I mentioned that were famous back then probably still have over 3 million subscribers. But how many people are still watching them, really? They probably have 10,000 people still watching them and not actually 3 million that should be watching. It's a scary world, man. YouTubers, while I don't like them for the most part, I can understand their irrational actions to stay famous, to stay relevant, to stay rich. I just hope they're really happy with what they do, because sometimes the people that do all this shit slinging, all this bashing, all these Minecraft videos, all these insults, gaming videos, child humor, I just hope that they're really happy doing it. I'm sure many of them are. I'm sure many of them say that. But I just wonder how many of them actually mean it.